hands and knees starting to get the hips a little more active. So you're going to start here, and we're going to use the arms. First thing I want you to do is kind of push the ground away a little bit so that there's no extension happening through this lumbothoracic junction of the spine. So I'm going to push the ground away a little bit so that this comes into a little bit of flexion. And then you're going to use your arms to push the ground away to bring your sit bones back onto the ball. And then what you're going to play with is what of your legs would have to engage, or what direction would the legs have to move in order for you to press less with your legs. And you will feel some work start to happen in through the legs and in through the hips, and your arms then can get lighter so that they can come off the ground. Okay, then having kind of balance between the arms keeping you back and the legs keeping you back, you're going to play with finding as much kind of pressure into the ball as you can. And just use your legs to kind of bob back and forth a little bit. Again, really watch that the bobbing, and you could even video yourself so you can see what's happening, or have a mirror beside you so you could see. But we don't want to have the bobbing be there through the spine. I want the spine to remain neutral and the bobbing happening at the hip. Okay? Then you're going to have pressure on the ball, and you're going to relax your abs. Really relax the belly. And then you're going to play with just feeling your sit bones and your pelvis on the ball. And you might even put a block on the back of your pelvis, whatever you need to give you some information about where your pelvis is in space. And you're going to start this undulation, this tilting and this tucking of the pelvis on the ball. But I'm not doing that with my ab muscles. They are relaxed. Okay, this requires that different muscles in the legs start to engage. You might notice that your feet are really becoming active in this. Okay, and you'll just kind of check that out for 4 or 5 breaths. Another practice that I'm going to invite you to explore in addition to that is coming onto your back with your knees bent and your feet on the floor. And hopefully you can see my pelvis here clearly. And then what you're going to do is feel your feet on the floor. When you inhale, I want you to think about pushing your femur bones towards the floor and kicking your feet away from you. So it's like your lower leg is going that direction and your upper leg is going towards the floor. So that if the floor wasn't there, or I did it really quickly, it would be kind of this action. And what that is going to do when you inhale is bring you into a posterior pelvic tilt. Okay, you see how my low back has flattened out, but I didn't do that by pulling my belly button to my spine. My abdominals are nice and relaxed. And then as I exhale, I relax. I want to inhale. I want to use my legs. Change the position of my pelvis. Exhale, relax. Inhale. So if you find the ball is kind of tricky, this is another way to start to get the hamstrings to be what helps move the pelvis, rather than, so the sense of the feet sinking down and away, the femurs moving into extension. This is what draws the pelvis. These guys are changing tension. The abdomen can remain relaxed. So you're going to inhale and exhale, inhale and exhale. You could do that for like a couple of 2-3 minutes. And just utilize either that or the ball, whichever one gives you the better feedback to be able to feel the legs acting on the pelvis rather than tension in the abdomen acting on the pelvis. Okay, let me know if you have any questions.